And live from Kiwanis Ice Arena in Saugerties, it's the NYSAHA High School Club Tournament on the Long Island Sports Network. Jack Ziskin alongside Travis Quigley. Third game of the day. Glad to be with you here in Saugerties as the hometown Mustangs take on the St. Anthony's Friars, who are, well, they're not the defending champs in Suffolk anymore, but they're still trying to defend their state title.
Yeah, Jack, we saw a really strong series between the Friars and the team we just saw in the previous game, Smithtown Hop Hog Bulls. Best of three, went all three. Bulls came out on top in that one, but Friars were able to win that game one against the Bulls by a score of 7-2, so we know that they can put the puck in the net. They finished towards the top of the varsity conference, second place in the regular season. So this is another team that we can see, that we've seen throughout the season and playoffs, Jack, that they can put the puck in the back of the net. High-powered offense, good goaltending from TJ Olmschneider.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're okay. And just, like I said, Friars, they're a team that's coming into this tournament. They're looking to defend their state title, like you said, and they're looking for a little bit of revenge, trying to bounce back after being heartbroken, trying to go for the three-peat in the Suffolk County High School League.
And on the other side, we're going to have the Saugerties Mustangs, as we mentioned, obviously the hometown team. Their leading scorer from this past season, Leo Daggett, had an impressive 26 goals, 12 assists, 38 points. One of two 30-plus point scorers on this squad, including Cameron Hetrick, who had 18 and 15 for 33. And it's going to be Jude Signor starting in net. 238 GAA during the regular season, allowed just 25 goals over the course of the campaign. And should be a fun one here tonight. He'll be matching up against TJ Olmschneider, like you said. And we're going to take a quick break for the playing of our very own national anthem. But when we come back, we're going to have a great game for you here today. We'll be right back. And we are back. That was our very own national anthem. You'll be hearing that all day here in Saugerties. 6 games on the docket, or there were at the start of the day. 2 have come and gone. East Islip beating Arlington 4-2 in the opening game of the tournament. Admirals struck first. Chiefs tied it up, and Ryan Inotra's natural hat trick powered EI to victory. Second game a little more uneven. Bulls coming away with a 15-0 victory over Smithtown. Hapog Bulls, that is. Coming away with the 15-0 victory over Elmira. And now we have Saugerties Mustangs taking on the St. Anthony's Friars.
I'm expecting a really hot start here from the home side, Jack. They're the hosts, and they're going to want to have a big tournament here in their own building.
And the Friars have won the draw, looking to move it up ice. It's Louis Catalo, the 4th, chipping it in. Scanlon sends it right back out of the zone for Saugerties. Slipped by a couple players, no icing. Brody O'Doherty moving it cross ice and picked up by Tommy Azariti. Back over to O'Doherty. To Catalo, the 4th. Enters. Shot. Goes just wide. Careens around the wall. Brody O'Doherty spinning away from pressure, cutting towards center. Turns, fires. Monteleone can't find the net. Comes back to him, second shot, third shot, batting at it, but it comes out, and Friars looking to settle it. Sent cross the crease. O'Doherty on the backhand. Pulls away from Daggett after being unable to catch the first pass, moving it over to Monteleone. Friars captain lost the handle, trying to get it back, but Saugerties Mustangs DeWitt across Daggett, breakaway coming in, shot, saved by Olmsnyder.
I think that might have hit the post, Jack.
Is that the post? I thought, oh.
Looked like he tried to flip it back the other way. Might have came off the post. Tough to tell, but really good chance there from Daggett.
Well, we have a chance to roll the replay for that last one that hit the post or the blocker. We'll see. Initially, full disclosure, we're standing over the net of Jude Signor, who you can see right there, not facing a shot. We'll try and get you that look later on. The face-off is won back by James Schendorf, but Saugerties really getting into the corners, made life difficult. Puck now leaves the zone. James Aspromonte shielding. Knocked off the puck, and clearing attempt broken up initially by Savallo's second effort. Mustangs racing after. They're really pressuring early on. Trying to regroup. Leo Daggett moving it across. And then the lead pass intended for Graydon Jason goes awry. Ryan Leon and Daniel Savallo's team up to force a turnover. Puck comes back into the zone for Artie Daggett, and Mustangs now trying to regroup in neutral. After a give and go Leo, Artie Daggett's back up ice. Both brothers, I believe, playing for the Mustangs, but now it's the Friars. Zach Sorrell chipping it in, getting to work along the wall. Shuffles it over to Gerard Nealon, who takes a hit. Mustangs force a change of possession and pass up the wall. Puck comes out of the zone, trying to poke it ahead. It's Hayden Bowman. And the Mustangs have a zone entry. Michael Catazone gets to clear it. Slipped by Andrew Searing-Burke. And a turnover by the Mustangs coming in on a partial breakaway. Shot off the bar and out. Comes out to the front. Shot from Monteleone is turned aside. And right now, Friars battling for it. Jack Mancini holding it in. Right wing corner now. Sent towards the front after pass beneath the goal line. Mustangs get a clear. Jack Mancini gets the puck. Under pressure from Andrew Searing-Burke, and nice support there from Lucas Fisher. Pass comes out to Louis Catalo, the 4th, and Friars alternate captain carrying it up ice, and now beneath the goal line looking towards the slot. His pass is deflected, and Not sure if that was Coy Jones who wears the C who got a stick on it, but either way, Mustangs captain making his presence known in the neutral zone, and now Louis Catala, the fourth, makes a pass across it. Comes to Cormac Terry. His older brother, Michael, won 2 state titles, 2 county titles as a member of the St. Anthony's Friars varsity squad. And right now, Friars re-entering. Carrying beneath the goal line, it's James Aspromonte. Drops it off along the wall. Tommy Azaridi across. Cormac Terry pinching in from the blue line. Can't settle it. Hewitt. Or correction, DeWitt, my apologies.
I think the Friars just got to get more shots on here, Jack. They're doing really good with the puck possession, but I think they're trying to make just one too many 2 passes.
Say that 3 times fast. James Schendorf on the cycle to James Aspromonte. Comes out towards the point, and a clear for Graydon Jason. Mustangs appear to have drawn a penalty. They're racing after it now. Schendorf touches up first, and
Tripping's going to be the call here. Looks like this one's going against, I believe that's number 20, Danny Cevallos.
Yeah, Cevallos is
Cevallos, pardon
their
me.
5th defenseman. No, you're more of a Nassau guy, which means nothing to people from upstate, but I don't feel any need to clarify that right now.
Fair enough.
We kid, of course, but as it stands, a tripping call puts the Mustangs on the power play, a chance to get that first goal. But a turnover forced at the line. Gerard Nealon, shorthanded with Zach Sorrell. Shot, scores! Gerard Nealon. What a beauty.
Just 11 seconds in. Just taking advantage there. The faceoff came back. Nealon was able to poke it off the boards and generate a 2-on-1 there. And I think he played that perfectly. He read it right. He slowed himself down, but didn't slow himself down to the point where the back checkers were able to catch him. He read the play right, sold the pass well, and was able to put one short side bar down.
And most importantly, he didn't pass it, which I know you're not a big fan of based on your prior comments.
No, I mean, if the pass was open, definitely pass it over, but he read that the right way.
No, I was joking. And Daggett's shot from the point, kicked out, and comes back to the point. Both teams battling for it. Friars send it all the way down. Not necessarily the start to the power play the Mustangs want, but now they're trying to tie it. And with possession, Daggett over to Monroe. Spinning away from pressure. Makes the pass up the wall, and Mustangs carry it into the Friars zone, but
big block
another
there.
turnover. Forced off the block. Heading up ice, it's Devin Curry. Looking for the drop pass, forced to pull up by Artie Daggett on the cycle, but the puck comes to Monroe, who broke it up and moved it along. Heading up ice now. Mustangs enter, shot, careening off the end board, skips out in the slot, it's loose, no one there. Mustangs collect. Looking to press now, it's Joey Frederick who had possession. It's held in at the line by Ethan Bowman. And Jack Mancini has possession, and that clearing attempt went off the partition. Eventually came out of the zone, and now it's a chance for the captain, Monteleone. His shot is gloved by Signor. And for those of you from upstate, you might not know this phrase, but if you're going to be listening to Travis Quigley's voice, you're going to be hearing it a lot, the power kill.
Power kill.
That is
Friars have been all over
trademarked.
it. Trademarked. Jack mentioned I'm selling gear. Not actually, but working on it.
T-shirts, hats, and socks.
Can't forget the hoodies.
And toenail clippers.
I'm telling you, I think it could be a really good business.
Well, depending on how
Nobody
this...
take my idea listening to this broadcast.
We can solicit investors later, too, but Brady Monteleone entering. Pulling up under pressure and throws it around the wall. Comes back towards Louis Catala, the fourth. Friars can't maintain possession. The penalty has expired, as we previously mentioned. Mustangs entering, sending it wide of the net on the chase. It's Searing Burke. Comes to Brady Monteleone, who collects it beneath the goal line.
Jack, can't get a better kill than that. You're able to score a shorthanded goal and not give one up. Really good start for St. Anthony's here.
And right now, the Friars have it in the slot. Shot, scores! James Schendorf.
No mistake by Schendorf there. He was coming in off the change. He was coming off the bench, Jack, and he was able to pick off the pass right in the high slot, right where you don't really want to turn the puck over. If you're a forward on the attack, that's exactly where you want the puck. And like you said, made no mistake, took a good shot on net.
And you know that's what James Schendorf does. He knows how to find the soft areas. He does it. He did it really well in the playoffs. Probably was a better postseason player than a regular season player, and I mean that as a compliment. If you watched him during the regular season, you didn't know why he wasn't putting up more points.
Got a penalty coming here, Jack, going against the Mustangs.
Oh, and they've already fallen behind 2-0, so that's not ideal for them, but definitely a more balanced game than what we saw last time around.
Looks like it's Lucas Fisher who's being escorted to the box right now. Captain for this Mustang side.
And right now, it looks like the captain,
I missed the signal there, but
Roy Jones, heading out. He'll be on the kill. Kennedy Blue, one of two defensemen alongside Ty Monroe. Eric DeWitt out as well up front, so that's your four killers for Saugerties. Up front, it's Louis Catala, the fourth. Tried to win the draw. Steered away from the net by Blue. Both teams battling for it. Friars, Gerard Nealon had it. DeWitt forcing him out of the zone. Pulling up, towing the line, spinning away from pressure, resetting. Michael Catazone to Brady Monteleone, who enters on the backhand, carrying it. Tried to send it towards the front. Second pass made its way through all the way out to the line. Cormac Terry over to Gerard Nealon. Back over to Terry. Puck comes to Nealon towards the net. Turned aside. Comes back out towards the point. Puck is rolling. Cormac Terry settles it and they score. The Friars make it a 3-0 game.
3-0, not even 10 minutes in. We're just about 8:22 into this game. 3-0, and Jack St. Anthony's with a shorthanded, even strength, and now a power play goal showing they can work offensively no matter what the situation calls for, something that we talked about in our little pregame analysis during warm-ups. The St. Anthony's team, they can score.
They're a really good squad, and if we could have had a 7-game series between them and the Bulls, we would have loved it, but fortunately only 3, and well, they put on a show. They hard to win back-to-back. They just couldn't three-peat. Friars now looking to settle it. Up the wall, Joe Rocca trying to flip that one ahead. Goes all the way down for icing, and Sorrell couldn't get to it in time.
The hosts looking for a response here. Good chance now with an offensive zone face-off. But down 3-0 early on here. Definitely not the start that I'm sure they imagined having.
Cam Hetrick, Leo Daggett both out right now, and again, those are two of their leading scorers. They're going to have to find a way to find the back of the net.
Biggest thing is just going to be, regaining that puck possession and just getting as many shots on Olmschneider as you can. You got to test him. He's a very good goalie.
Sorrell shot scores. That's 4-0 in favor of the Mustangs.
Sorrell taking a page out of the Austin Matthews playbook there. Little toe drag in. Puts one upstairs. 4-0 lead. 9:03 into the game.
And right now it's all Friars all the time. They know how to put the puck in the back of the net, and as the face-off is won to Ty Monroe, he chips it in. Getting to work on the chase, it's Cam Hetricks. Comes out to the point, held in. Shot, redirected just wide. It's going to be picked up in the corner by Leo Daggett. Moving it to the point for Ty Monroe and trying to get to work on the cycle here. And you look at the zone time, it really doesn't feel like a game where Friars are up 4-0. Pass across, trying to find Schendorf, won't go, and Travis you probably better than I know what it's like to be on both sides of this because you won in counties, but you didn't win in states. How do you overcome an early deficit like this?
Well, the biggest thing, whether you're winning or losing, it's mindset. Is let you take this call.
Chance for a breakaway. Shot. Save, Olmsnyder.
Really big save there. You said it. Saugerties has had a couple chances here, just unable to beat Olmsnyder. It's all about sustained pressure here now. Trying to get sustained possession. Tough when the Friars are putting so much on their forecheck, but whether you're up 4, down 4, it's all about mindset, really. If you're the team that's up by 4, you don't want to get too complacent. If you're the team that's down before, you got to get up on your toes a little bit more. You got to dig a little bit deeper and find what's going to help you be successful in this game, even if it's simplifying and minimizing what you're doing out there.
Tommy Azzariti moved it over to the point and shot towards the front, redirected. Frederick moving it on. Mustangs entering on the chase. With Spearing Burke who sent it in. Frederick supporting. Spearing Burke rather, back around it and held in by Hayden Bowman. Collects it now. Tie up in the corner. We get a whistle. 6:01 remaining in the first period. Friars have really been able to capitalize here. 4 goals so far. And, well, they're out shooting the Mustangs 2-1, but it's only 8-4. It's one of those situations where they've really had some nice, high-quality chances.
Yeah, Jack, I think it's just the Friars are capitalizing on their opportunities when they've gotten them.
And that's all you can ask. And right now, a bit of a stoppage here. My apologies. I might have said Spearing Burke instead of Searing Burke by accident once there. My regrets for that. A lot of new names this weekend. And as Travis will tell you multiple times over the broadcast, and as I'll admit myself, I'm not that smart. So if you see a mispronunciation on your end, feel free to reach out to the account. Let us know in the chat. But unfortunately, we obviously don't get a chance to come up and see these teams that often. It's always a treat to do so, but
We've got a power play coming here as well, Jack, for the Friars.
Well, I was apologizing. I was going to pivot back to Searing Burke being in the box. Bit of onerous timing there, but nonetheless. Frederick in the dot, trying to win it to Artie Daggett, who fires it down, and first kill of the power play. It's a 2-10 if I'm not mistaken, because second body in there serving the minor for Saugerties, but entering. Mancini trying to carve through Mustangs defense. No such luck, and they get another clear. Racing after it now. It's Joey Frederick on the forecheck. Heading the other way with it. Gerard Nealon gains the zone. Off the wall. Tommy Azzariti drops it off for Nealon to Jack Mancini. Across to Monteleone. Back to the point. O'Doherty. Back to Monteleone. Back to the point. Shot is blocked by Bowman. Puck is pitched out of the zone. Mancini recovers. Moving it over. Gerard Nealon. Handing it off to Brady Monteleone. Shot. Blocked. Ricochets off a defender. Battle beneath the goal line. Frederick with it. Daggett supporting. Friars come away with it. At the point, Jack Mancini shot. Turned aside by Signor. And it comes out of play there. It was Ethan Bowman, I believe, who fired that one out.
I want to say it came off of Hayden Bowman on the bench, too.
Did it? Oh, that's something. That's great.
Bowman on Bowman crime.
Yeah, that sounds right. Right now, it's going to be a defensive zone draw. Jones will have Blue take the face-off, and Friars win it. Shot from the point, off the pipe and out. Might have actually been closer to the bar here. Regardless, play continues. Zach Sorrell give and go at the point. Pass goes off the wall. Scanlon nearly came away with it. Friars secure possession. Zach Sorrell curling, resetting. Cormac Terry back to Sorrell. Shot, redirected, kicked out. It's free and sent the length of the ice by Jones. 18 seconds remaining on this Friars power play. Cormac Terry collecting it from TJ Olmsnyder. Michael Catazone moving it to Sorrell. Toe drag shot. Paddled out into the corner. And as James Schendorf collects, power play is over. But Zach Sorrell has possession. James Schendorf, quick little touch pass, gets it right back to Sorrell. Looking towards the front, tried to slide that one across. Scanlon breaks up the play. Fires it up, rolls out on Catazone. Pressuring, it's Jones. Friars retain possession. James Schendorf trying to lead James Aspromonte. Puck exits the zone. Cormac Terry under pressure from Jones. Moves it D to D. Blue on the forecheck. Mustangs now have to regroup. Monroe off the wall. Chipped on ahead. Friars on the chase. Catazone, Savalos. Trying to work it back across, ends up with Nealon. Dishes it to Azariti, to Joe Rocca. Fires a shot, and that one glances off the glass. Comes free to Graydon Jason. Sends it across to Hetrix. Carrying it to the outside, poked off his stick and battling along the wall. Gerard Nealon got a piece of it. Cam Hetrix has the rest of it. Leads. Shot. Save. Olmsnyder. And another big stop for the Friars netminder. Brody O'Doherty trying to spin away from pressure now. Sends a pass up the wall. Ends up going off the skate of Rock as he got off the ice. But now Gerard Nealon trying to drag through. Graydon Jason forces the turnover. Over to Cam Hetrix. Back to Jason. Trying to carry this one out. Draws a penalty. Friars looking to touch up. As soon as they do, they're going to the penalty kill, and that's it.
That was really good effort there from Graydon Jason, forcing the turnover back near his own blue line and then carrying it up. Saw the puck go over to the right, back to the left, and he draws that hooking penalty. And Jack, I just want to go back a couple minutes. I think that all starts there from the really good Saugerties penalty kill that we just saw. They made some adjustments following that first Friars power play. I thought they clogged the middle and they made it difficult to find those seam passes which the Friars were looking for. So I think that all leads up to the really good penalty kill, leads up to now a Mustangs opportunity on the power play. Good hard work from Graydon Jason.
And I've actually been impressed by a lot of things the Mustangs have done. This may be a 4-0 game. I don't expect it to end that way, and they have possession now. Cam Hetrix was battling for it, but Friars come away with it high sticking, but Louis Cataldo plays it. And then Leo Daggett forces a turnover against the Friars alternate captain, spent last year at, I believe, Mount St. Charles Academy up in Rhode Island. Been a big addition for this Friars squad this year. Puck comes to the point, Daggett handing it off. Ironically, it went to the other Daggett, then back to Daggett. Artie and Leo Daggett, ladies and gentlemen, playing a... I really don't like this term, but a bit of a game of catch there. Ty Monroe under pressure from Cataldo the fourth. Pass comes up ice. Trying to lead Graydon Jason. Play was broken up and picked up by Zach Sorrell, dragging in, shot, sails over the net.
I think Jason might have just got a piece of him there as he was releasing that shot, caused the puck to roll on him.
And now Daggett enters, shot blocked by Mancini. 55 seconds remaining in the period, 37 on the power play. It's sent the length of the ice, Signor settling it for Monroe, and lead pass to Frederick. Has to race after, was ahead of him. Comes to Hayden Bowman. Trying to spin away from pressure. Gerard Nealon off the wall. But a good job by Artie Daggett forcing a turnover. Mustangs re-enter. Shot towards the net, ends up going wide. Might have been looking for a redirect there. Doesn't matter now. Friars get the zone exit. The power play is over. Frederick pressing. And now looking for a regroup, a turnover. Shot, save, Signor. And Frederick in the dot, matched up against Monteleone. Both captains out right now, too, so the face-off is one back. Mustangs just going to try and pin it, come out of the period. And time will expire. Out of curiosity, Travis, and maybe out of curiosity is the wrong way to put it. That felt like a much closer period than the scoreboard would indicate. Definitely felt a lot closer at the end, but how'd you feel about the Mustangs into that period?
Well, like you said, I think the first 8 minutes were primarily Friars there. St. Anthony's really were on the attack. They had a really hot start to the game. I think it took the Mustangs a little bit of time to settle in. I think probably after we saw that third goal is once the Mustangs started to find their game. Obviously gave up 4 in the period there, but the last 5 or 6 minutes, like I said, it started with that second penalty kill that they had. They did a really good job. They made a few adjustments, took away the seam passes, kind of clogged things up for the Friars, made life a little bit more difficult for them. And I think when they made life more difficult for the Friars, that opened up the game a little bit more for the Mustangs. They saw a few more offensive opportunities, drew a penalty, had a power play. Even on that power play, had a little bit of time to set it up. Didn't get as many shots on goal as I'm sure that they were looking for, but there was definitely positives to pull out of the final 7-8 minutes of that first.
I couldn't agree more. And, you know, to be frank, and when you watch the first half of the period even, I didn't think it was really necessary. I like them at the start. I actually think they just kind of got some bad bounces, some bad breaks. You know, you get that shorthanded opportunity. And it's really hard to go up against a team that can both finish and plays a hard physical style of play. You don't normally get those teams that capitalize on all their chances as efficiently as the Friars. They're kind of, they might be the best team in Suffolk at doing that, at the very least.
They're a similar team to that Smithtown Hop Bulls team that we just saw in the previous game. They know how to finish. They play a very strong team game, and they smother you. They play an aggressive style where they do not want to let the opposition have much puck possession, much time with the puck. And if they don't have the puck, they're hounding you for it.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. And, well, I'm sure we'll see those two face off again in this tournament, so a little something to look forward to down the line. But right now, Friars have possession off the draw. Cormac, Terry, D-to-D. Michael Catazone, the SCHSHL All-Star, dumping it in. Mustangs looking for a clear. Comes out to the point. Terry shot redirected. They score. What a beauty for James Aspromonte.
Hot start to the second there for the Friars. First shot they take in the period gets deflected in. Now a 5-0 lead for St. Anthony's here. And Jack, we said it through the first couple of games. Goal differential is really, really important here in this tournament, especially through the first 3 games of the round-robin play.
And right now, Friars have won the draw, and Joe Rocca pressing. You watch the Mustangs get the clear, and Travis, we saw 7 goals in the first period of our second game of today, but the Bulls, I feel like the difference between the Friars and the Bulls is the Friars can beat you and just take 8 shots, but they can find those 8 shots that are all high danger chances. They all find the back of the net. At the end of the first period, the Bulls had 28 shots, so definitely a different feel in this game.
Definitely, I think where we saw the Bulls, they were going more for volume. The Friars right now, they're just precise and accurate, and not as many chances as the Bulls were getting, but when they're getting them, they are capitalizing almost on every single one of them.
Again, 2 really good teams, and Gerard Nealon moving it on for Rocca, a shot from Sorrell is blocked, and both junior heavy rosters too, especially the Friars have 2 sophomores, and Tommy Azzariti walking into the slot there. 1 of 2, including Zach Sorrell. So, and they'll be back here in Saugerties next year. You'll be able to watch for them then. Sorrell has possession, lost it. Mustangs heading up ice. Brody O'Doherty in transition breaks up the play. Gerard Nealon slips it through the legs of defender Azzariti with Nealon. A cross shot. Can't connect. Bit of a misfire there. Comes towards Catalo. Mustangs trying to force it out of the zone. They can't. Friars have possession now. Looking towards the slot. Pass is deflected off the paddle. Comes out of the zone, and Catalo, the fourth, collects. Firing into the across the weak side. Brody O'Doherty heading up ice and carries. Bit of a mohawk there as he cuts the outside. Sends it towards the slot. Pass is broken up by Artie Daggett. And that one's going all the way down. It's going to be icing. I thought that was Artie Daggett. It might have been Jones, actually. My apologies. And Travis, just 1 shot on goal this period, the one that went in.
Yeah, that's it, and we're almost 3 minutes in, about a little over 2.5. A little bit of a slower start to things here.
And right now, Mustangs getting it clear. Pitched back into the zone by Daniel Savalos. Sent into the corner, Ty Monroe carrying left to right, but a turnover forced. The Friars have it. Catazone at the line. Shot is blocked. Monroe flipping it up and out. Friars will recollect in neutral. Carrying it into their own zone, Michael Catazone. His pass is deflected. Comes back out. We'll give and go there with Savalos, and the Mustangs force a turnover. Savalos looking cross ice. Wanted Monteleone. Pass went off the wall. Friars captain collected it, now enters. Cutting left to right across. Pass wouldn't go. Near side now. Azzariti's trying to drop it off for Catazone. Mustangs jab that one out, and Friars recollect. Tommy Azzariti won a ship with the freshman Friars last year. No such luck at the varsity level this time around. One heck of a player, though, and right now Mustangs looking to re-enter. They have possession. They split the defense, and the Friars take away the opportunity. Great look there. Another effort play from one of the Mustangs players you've highlighted tonight, Graydon Jason.
Yeah, that was a nice mitts there. He's splitting through a couple Friars D-men. It was like 1-on-3. So, really good effort. Almost had a chance to bury there. I'm expecting him to continue to be all over the puck here this afternoon.
And there's been a lot of Mustangs like that right now, but it's all going to be about finding that first one, and TJ Olmsnyder doesn't make it easy. Face off is one, Cormac Terry. Moved it on. Entering the zone, James Schendorf. Steps in, shot is deflected. Puck comes back beneath the goal line. Mustangs collect a turnover. And a tie up there by O'Doherty, who lost the puck. Mustangs recover, sending it towards the slot, and Terry tied up Jason, and now Anthony Scorsha to Devin Curry. Scorsha, not sure I've mentioned his name yet. He's a really good player, but had an injury, unfortunately, earlier this year. Held him out for a lot of time, and just now starting to find his footing with the Friars. The varsity level, real strong player. Kicks that one to his stick, forcing the turnover. Dangling in, drops it off for Schendorf. Friars center circling, pass across, shot, and they score. Forehand, backhand beauty.
Beautiful vision.
That's James Schendorf for you. That's probably in all likelihood the next Friars captain.
Beautiful vision right there, finding that seam pass and just walking in all alone. Great move as well to finish that off. Obviously the pass starts it, but you got to be able to finish, and a nice little nifty move there to go forehand, backhand, and put that one home.
2 shots in the period, 2 goals.
You love that stat for the Friars.
They, like I said, they can take 10 shots a game and they can score on all 10, and there's nothing you can do as a netminder. It's just the type of team they are. And I had to mention that part about Schendorf. But take a quick break here. Mustang shot on net is punched out by Olmsnyder.
It's good rebound control there.
DeWitt forcing a turnover along the wall. Savalos gets it back under pressure, and another one of those Mustangs players that keeps going into the corners, battling for it. And now James Aspromonte in transition. Leading Ryan Leone. Across. Pass to Aspromonte, broken up. Gets it back, carrying it around the net. Looking towards the front, skips out in the slot. Jones tried to headman that one for Fisher. Play was broken up. Sorrell knocked off the puck by DeWitt. Now a turnover forced Friars. Ryan Leone sent towards the front, loose, battling for it. Fisher just lifts that one out of there, and Savalos lost the handle. DeWitt sends it towards the front. Olmsnyder with the cover.
Olmsnyder feeling the puck a little bit here. And this is good for the Mustangs. The Mustangs got to keep the puck out of their end right now. They got to get something generated offensively here.
And they've had their chances. Olmsnyder's a really good goaltender, and I'll be honest, and the top 4 goaltenders in Suffolk for the All-Star game. We'll take a quick break here. Monteleone breaking in. Across, can't find Gerard Nealon. Mustangs tying up in front. Good play.
Great back check by Kennedy Blue. Really working hard there.
And now Mustangs are re-entering. Drop pass shot on net is gloved by Olmsnyder. This is just my 2 cents. I think that the Friars not having a top 4 seed at the midway mark was the best thing that could have happened for TJ Olmsnyder, because top 4 teams send their netminders to the All-Star game. He has been playing with a chip on his shoulder ever since then. And maybe that's just coincidence. He's been really, really good all season, but since the All-Star break, he just seems like he found another level. Face-off is won back. Cormac Terry to Gerard Nealon.
Quickly to your point, Jack, I think that's the reason we saw in the Suffolk County final.
Shot off the bar. Continue.
Games were so close in the Suffolk County final because of the goaltending from TJ Olmsnyder and from Patrick Ryan of the Bulls. I think it was a real goalie battle across those 3 games.
And right now, Brody O'Doherty, another reason why we saw such strong back and forth is because the puck-moving defenseman. And as the Friars re-enter Monteleone towards the front, trying to connect. Bit of a blown tire there. Gerard Nealon, and comes out to the point. O'Doherty walking the line, and shot towards the front is redirected. Monteleone in the corner. Trying to get to work on the cycle. Nealon. But I believe that was Artie Daggett who kicked it to his stick, got the clear. Friars resetting. Brody O'Doherty over to Cormac Terry. Leads Brady Monteleone. Trying to poke that one past. It's jabbed out of the zone. Sparring for it along the wall. Monteleone gets it from Louis Catala IV, and a turnover forced. Mustangs knocked off the puck in the neutral zone. Chipped back in by Cormac Terry. It was batted down by Artie Daggett. Went off the end boards. Came back to the Mustangs defender, who dropped it off along the wall. Friars, Devin Curry forcing a turnover. All alone in front. Can't get a shot off. Heading the other way now. Mustangs have numbers if they hurry. Pass ahead. Looking towards the front. It's redirected. And Leo Daggett can't settle. It comes out to the point. Shot. Save. Rebound is loose. Free in the slot. Graydon Jason can't get the shot off. Battling for it. And now Leo Daggett to the front. Moves it to the point. Mustangs pressing. Leo Daggett towards the slot. Goes all the way through. Anthony Scorsha racing after it. Trying to slip past Bowman, but he can't. Good play by Ethan Bowman there. Friars have possession, but Graydon Jason forces the issue, gets it back for the Mustangs, and then Devin Curry poking it ahead, boxing out, and Signor pokes it out into the corner. Really good sequence there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, really, really strong shift there, and here they come once more. Trying to get some more offense going.
Well, that time, Het tricks can't enter. Heading the other way, it's Jack Mancini dropping it off. James Schendorf scores. And I mentioned it earlier, and I feel the need to mention this because I've mentioned every time I say Brendan Landrigan's name this year, I'm like, that's the next captain of the Bulls because he was their JV captain. You see the shot here from Schendorf. Such a smart, well-placed shot. He knows how to find the small area, the soft areas. Well, Schendorf was the captain of the Friars JV squad that made it to the finals last year. And right now, Olmsnyder's being replaced by Shane Ryan, so they're splitting today. They told me that was a chance, but they said it was doubtful. I should have, suppose they ended up going with the split for today's game. And
I think we have a new goalie in the Mustangs end as well.
Are they?
Before that previous goal, I want to say Ryan Habersky came into the net as well.
Ryan Habersky, yes. Well, we'll be able to check game sheets after this. Unfortunately, we aren't getting the live updates from the state's website. Sometimes that's just how it goes.
But, yes, good shot by Schendorf to get that goal. I think the biggest thing was he changed his angle, so he made it difficult for Habersky to read that shot coming through.
He's a really smart player, and maybe I'm overstating it a little bit because I was kind of a dumb player, but he really impresses me whenever I watch him. Try to add a little levity, of course, but sacrificing the body to block that shot. And right now, Ryan Leone pushing up ice, enters, fires, shot is blocked, loose in the slot, Schendorf racing after it, comes out to Catazone. Backhands it in, Leone to Schendorf, looking towards the front, ricochets, ends up in the slot, comes back to Aspromonte and to Leone, to Schendorf, jabs it towards the net, tried to redirect it, gets it back, shot, goes just wide, one short of the hat trick, and you can tell he knows it. Leone to Schendorf, can't connect that time, and shielding towards the front, shot, turned aside, rebound is loose, and
I think that might have been blocked in front there.
Comes to Sorrell now, he scores. Ryan Habersky had no chance there as he slid across the crease, and backdoor goal, Friars take an 8-0 lead.
Jack, the Friars have been credited with 4 shots in this period.
How many goals do they have again?
You do the math for me.
Neither of us are good math guys. So there's been 4 goals in this period. There's been 4 shots. We can't do that math on our own. So if you want to hop in the comments section, let us know. We'd appreciate it. But for now, it's a face-off at center. All in good fun, of course. A lot of positives here for the Mustangs as they enter the zone.
It's just the Friars, like we said, they capitalize when they get the opportunities. They know how to put the puck in the net.
And look, you're the color guy. I do have the benefit of having watched most of these Friars and Bulls players for the past 2 years, back when I was doing JV a season ago with JV finals. So I've seen a lot of them over the years. They're similar in a lot of ways, but the Friars play a very difficult style of hockey to emulate. It's very hard to teach the kind of finishing they do. You really have to have the personnel for it.
Well, like I said earlier, with the Bulls, it's more about
Quantity.
Constant volume, pressure. With the Friars, they might not get as many chances, but when they get them, 9 times out of 10, they're going to find a way to finish.
Doherty to the front. They like to slow the game down.
Yes.
They're the one team in the Suffolk League I can say that about. Shot towards the net goes wide. I don't think any other team in Suffolk really slowed down the game the way they do.
And that's the one thing that sometimes holds them back is times where they need to be more aggressive is sometimes maybe they're slowing it down a little bit too much, if that makes sense, Jack.
Oh, it absolutely makes sense. I think sometimes when you're a really good team, it's hard to play when you're trailing because you're just surprised. And, I think we saw that a little bit.
In the final.
Yeah, a little bit. They're a really good team, a great coaching staff. They're big fans. Shot towards the net, ends up ricocheting. Comes out to the point, sent towards the front again. Loose, battling for it, jabbing, sparring. Pile up, and a save for Habersky.
So he made 2 or 3 there. His puck was popping around a little bit in front of him.
He got a feel for it, which is good. And
a little bit of pinball.
You can't really criticize Not that we ever would, but you really can't criticize either netminder for the Mustangs. Just a lot of really grade A chances for the Friars.
I gotta say, for a guy that likes scoring goals, I feel for goalies in hockey games. I do.
It's a weird change, I'm sure, as Mustangs send it all the way down past Shane Ryan's cage. Saucers it down. And he's the junior netminder. It'll be his crease next year for the Friars, and you really can't ask for a better transition between netminders. I suppose Rex Burkhart to TJ Olmsnyder was pretty good too. But as the Mustangs get the clear, they're on the attack. Friars, Catazone can't keep to the outside, but great back check. Cormac Terry supporting. Tommy Azzariti makes his man miss, races in, fires. Careens off the wall. In the corner, Ryan Leone jabbing it in, now wants to yank it out. Comes back to Azzariti. Off the wall, Terry pressing in. Under pressure, breaks free. Comes to the point, shot, kicked out. Loose in the right wing corner, Azzariti trying to center. It ends up moving it beneath the goal line. Friars getting to work on the cycle. The Mustangs force a turnover. Azzariti deflecting a pass, nearly got it back. Saugerties gets it out of the zone. But Azzariti battling for it, trying to one-hand that one in. Devin Curry gets it the rest of the way, and Mustangs now get it back. Catazone against Jason. Puck comes to Cormac Terry. Head manning it. Louis Catala the fourth over. Carrying shot. The Friars find the back of the net again. It's 9-0.
Gonna look at the replay. Splits the D. Backhand, forehand, just putting it right past the outstretched left pad of Haberski. Like you said, Jack, Friars, when they get their chances, they capitalize. They take advantage of everything, and they don't need a lot of shots to do it.
And it's impressive because I feel like it's also not very common for teams to do that anymore. Catalo trying to drag that one in towards the slot. How many players do you see nowadays that try and slow down the game the way the Friars do? It's a bit of a throwback. I kind of like it.
Well, I think it's more the way the team plays, not necessarily any individuals. There's certainly individual players that have that ability to slow the pace down, slow the game down to their speed and style. But I think, like you said, it's more just how this team plays.
Yeah, and right now it's working clearly. They have 9 goals. Monteleone under pressure. Fisher forcing a turnover. Jack Mancini gets it right back, and pass fired across. Gerard Nealon enters. Fires. And that shot goes into the netting, and 1:57 remaining in the second period. It's a 9-goal game.
Jack, you can't help but think St. Anthony's was watching the game before, and they want their revenge on the Bulls. You can't help but think that, they saw what the Bulls did and said, let's see if we can top that.
Look, I mean, those two teams, they went toe-to-toe in the regular season. Bulls won round 1 when the Friars were still finding their footing. They tied another. And then you get that 3-game series.
Nice save by Haberski there in front.
And now the Mustangs have a chance. Puck is rolling, won't make it to the line. Beating out the icing, sent across the slot. No one's there to catch the pass of Searing Burke. Now heading the way, James Schendorf. Finessing his way through, drops it off. Shot, turned aside, rebound. Steered away from the front. Sent off the glass, but it bounced off the partition. Schendorf trying to center it again. Comes out of the zone. Brody O'Doherty stepping up, forcing a turnover. Catazone ahead to James Schendorf, and Anthony Scorscia can't force a turnover on the forecheck. Good presence nonetheless. And now Catazone trying to flip that one out of the zone. It eventually got out, came right back in. Brody O'Doherty. Pass comes up. Near turnover in front, Catazone guiding that one towards the wall, sent up but not out of the zone. Mustangs pressing, redirected, just wide, and we get a whistle here. Friars player is down along the half wall. We hope they're okay. I didn't see that, to be honest.
I did. As always, I don't necessarily enjoy commenting on these kind of penalties.
I didn't know there was a penalty, to be quite honest. Or
I don't like to comment on these kind of penalties. Ref made the call. Believe it was Andrew Searing-Burke who's headed back to the box here.
Well, it's unfortunate. You never want to see a player hurt. That's really what it comes down to. And I wouldn't have asked you to comment if it was a penalty. Obviously, that's an emotional thing. You know, there's an emotional component to that for all of us. At the end of the day, we just all want the player down on the ice to be okay. And trainers out there now, we're going to take this time to remind you to follow the @LI Sports Network for all the latest game news, recaps, and highlights from this weekend in Saugerties. A lot of hockey left. These two teams are among the few that are going to be playing just one game here today. There will be more tomorrow. We'll be right back at it at 8 a.m. If you're wondering when we sleep, fun fact, we don't. And should be a fun weekend. It looks like the player who was down is that Anthony Scorscia? Like I said, he was coming back from an injury. That's just... It hits a little bit different when you call their games for 2 years, you know? That's really what it comes down to.
I just want to correct myself. At first it was Searing-Burke who was taken to the box. He was escorted out of the box back to his bench, and then taken to the box was Joseph Frederick.
All right, so Joey Frederick to the box, and it looks like they're also going to be setting Kennedy Blue to serve the minor. 45.7 seconds remaining in the period. It's a 2-minute power play for the Friars.
Jack, this is something I just have to touch on real quick because I was a little confused.
Of course.
Frederick coming into this one. 7.5 penalty minutes. I'm not making it up.
Half penalty minutes?
Half penalty minutes. Now, I should have read the rule book before I got here, so I understood why there was half penalty minutes. If somebody would like to educate us in the chat, that'd be awesome.
I would assume that they just do a minute 30, or it's because of release. It's got to be one or the other. Either way, shot going over the net. We are called the Long Island Sports Network for a reason. If you'd like to hire us to come out to Saugerties, we'd be more than happy to, but haven't had that opportunity, all jokes aside. Jack Mancini has possession. Friars on the power play. Puck comes up to the point. Walking the line. Pass up ice, and play is broken up, and Friars recover. Puck comes out of the zone. No, doesn't leave the zone, and that's going to do it. Looks like it's a 1 minute and 30-second penalty thing. That is what it is. So that's why they have the half penalty minutes. And
figured that, but it's always like to be sure before I say something, you know?
And obviously this isn't the result the Mustangs wanted. I still think this has been a way more competitive game than the score would indicate, and I'm not just saying that. You know, they've had their chances. It's just a matter of finishing, and the Friars are among the best in Suffolk County at doing that, and that's translated here to States.
Yeah, 9 shots to 2 that period in favor of the Friars. Friars, I think, just played a really good defensive period, more than they played a better. Obviously, we touched it earlier on in the period.
They played
four goals on their first 4 shots of the period. They only ended with 9 shots in the period. I think the more impressive stat is they kept Saugerties to 2 shots in that period. They really limited their chances in the offense, and obviously has boded well for them on the scoreboard here.
Well, we're going to take a quick break for an ice cut here in Saugerties, and when we come back, we'll have third period action for you.
back in a minute. I just want to finish it. Do your thing.
And we are back. Start of third period action on the Long Island Sports Network. We're live from
Kiwanis Ice Arena.
Couldn't just give me a second. I had something in my throat. I'm very sorry. Yes, we're live from Kiwanis Ice Arena in Saugerties.
I haven't gotten to say it yet today, so.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That was selfish on my part then. This is the NYSAHA High School Club Tournament. St. Anthony's Friars, runner-ups in Suffolk, trying to defend their state title here in Saugerties. They won back-to-back years with Nick DeAndrea, and Rex Burkhart was back in between the pipes.
Pretty good start for them here, Jack.
They want
to defend that title.
They know how to win, and you know it was a back-and-forth series. It really was between them and the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, but either way, I mean, just
lucky for these two teams. They only got one game to play today. Unfortunately, they got to play two tomorrow. But one game, get to save the legs a little bit for tomorrow. Then it's Saugerties who has the early one tomorrow morning, Jack. 8 a.m.
Oh yeah, Mustangs taking on Shenango Forks. Oh, it's our first upstate versus upstate matchup, and I don't even know if Shenango Forks. I don't even know that they would consider Saugerties upstate. They're over in Broome County. I think they're a little more north than this, but
upstate for me.
The only thing that's worse than my geography is my math, and
not a geography guy, Jack?
No. I was good at history too, so it's weird.
You know, fun fact: you could probably give me a map of Europe, and I could point out most of the countries.
Well, yeah, because your girlfriend's taking a tour through them right now.
No, but that's knowledge of my own knowledge.
I'm sorry about that.
A smart.
I didn't mean anything, but I just know, you know. Right
she's
now.
She's lucky.
Yeah, she's in Germany. But like they always say that Saugerties is the Berlin of upstate New York.
There is a Berlin, New York, if I'm not wrong.
Are you?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe there is a Berlin, New York.
I was just joking around, and well, that's great.
Geography for you.
Gerard Nealon carrying it in. Shot that careened off the end boards, popped out, and can't say enough nice things about this arena or all the sports staff who made this possible.
Been a fun first day.
It's been a great first day. Oh.
Still 3 more games on the docket this afternoon.
And right now, the Friars heading up ice. Well, I didn't want anybody to think I wasn't enjoying my time in Saugerties. I really am, but, you know. Either way, Gerard Nealon heading up ice. Looking towards the slot, can't find it, continues to carry. Pass comes all the way across. Cormac Terry drags through, shot, pitched up, glove down. Ryan Habersky makes the stop. No stick, no problem for the Saugerties Mustangs netminder.
Big save, too, right as things moved back into 5-on-5. A couple seconds afterwards.
It's a big stop, and it's, you know, if you're the Mustangs, you know you're probably not winning this game. Sometimes that's just how it goes, but you want to take some of the positives you had early in the game, put them on the score sheet, have something to point to moving forward this weekend. Louis Catallo, the fourth in the corner, getting to work, moving it out to the point. D-to-D, Savalos, shot, redirected, but doesn't make it on net. Azaridi racing after Catallo, the fourth, gets it, and will give and go if Cormac Terry goes awry. Good work there by the Mustangs on the attack. That was Tanner Barros forcing that momentary turnover, but the Friars have it. Catallo, the fourth, coming in, looking, drops it off. Monteleone, another drop pass, moving it low to high, and then the shot from the point redirected. Searing Burke can't move it along. Puck comes out of the zone in neutral. Mustangs recover. It's chipped back in by Hayden Bowman. Mustangs on the attack. They lose possession. Friars come away with it. Looking up ice. Monteleone slipping past the fence, but Daniel Savalos can't find a lane and ends up entering taken off the puck. Good defensive. Well, maybe not as much a defensive play because there's a call on the ice. It's for tripping, and my apologies, could not see the arm on the play. We're actually sitting in a booth right above Ryan Haberski's net, so that'd be the home cage if you're watching online, of course. So the tripping call that goes against Searing Burke, that puts the Mustangs on the kill. It gives the Friars an early power play. They started this period on the power play. They weren't able to capitalize. DeWitt and the dot. Matched up against James Schendorf, who won it to Aspromonte. Comes back to the point. Jack Mancini moving it over to Catazone. Shot redirected. Herberski with a stop. Second attempt, they tuck it just wide. Moving it over, Leon to the point. Comes back high to low. Drop pass off the wall, getting to work on the cycle. Friars with possession. Setting up shot beneath the cage. Schendorf over. Shot scores! James Aspromonte. Tic-tac-toe. The Friars have 10.
Take a look at the replay here, Jack. Nice pass back door. A little tap in front of the net.
Aspromonte and Schendorf, they were lighting up the JV division this year, and it's a testament to this varsity squad's strength that they weren't even asked to be the number one options at times this year. Catazone off the wall, gets it right back. Turnover force, but the Friars recover. Heading up ice now. Leon with it, drops it off, shot, save, rebound is free in the slot. Aspromonte after it, DeWitt gets it. Moving it on for Jones, who steers it towards the wall, looking to get to work on the forecheck. Jack Mancini guiding it away. And now comes with James Schendorf, who enters, shields, pulls up, looking for a pass. Has it pinned. Leo Daggett kicking it free. Battling for it. Jack Mancini moves it over. Michael Catazone carrying. Pulls up in the corner. Looking for a pass. Puck comes up. Friars trying to regroup. Ends up with Saugerties forcing a turnover and icing it.
Friars just continuing to keep it on, keep on the pressure, keep on the offense. Done a really good job to start this third period, possessing the puck and just keeping the Mustangs hemmed in.
Gerard Nealon sending it across, shot going wide from just inside the dot there, trying to slip that one through traffic with Zach Sorrell, and now Artie Daggett. Outlet pass, Schendorf forcing a turnover, forced to carry it outside of the zone. Graydon, Jason pressuring. So Nealon drops it off, gets it right back. On the pass from Terry, now entering. Zach Sorrell cutting across, poked off his stick. Hetrick separated from the puck. Monroe gets it back, moves it on. Leo Daggett's shot redirected into the netting. And while this game might be approaching its conclusion, the action is just getting started. This is game 3 of 6 here tonight. And up next, we have Shenago Forks. We're going to be correcting how we say that a lot, if I had to guess. Taking on Kings Park Comac.
With that, every team in the tournament will have played their first game following the completion of that 3 o'clock start.
It's also most likely going to be the first time we see a netminder for a Suffolk team start that's not a senior. We've seen Shane Ryan, who's a junior, but Olmsnyder was one to start, but now it's Monteleone coming in. Shot scores! Brady Monteleone. Forehand, backhand. It's 11-0.
Really nice move and good speed shown there by Monteleone. Coming forehand, backhand. Beat Aberski there low on his right side, blocker side.
Beautiful move, and Monteleone really, really strong puck handler.
It's a high-powered offense here.
And he was probably it was a little easier for him to produce points last year when he wasn't the primary option, and this year they've kind of embraced letting teams key in on him because you can't shut down one player on the Friars and stop from scoring. This entire roster, top to bottom, can find the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, Jackie, take a look at their roster in general. They had 6 guys through the regular season and playoffs that had over 20 points, and O'Doherty and Ryan Leon had 19, so they were right on that fringe of 20 points and up. So,
quick note on Leon. We were corrected to Leon, but we did get a secondary correction on that.
Back to Leon?
Yeah, it's back to Leon.
Back to Leon, okay.
Yeah, admittedly, it turns out that his father knew mine and got me that correction when I asked for it.
Big block by Monroe.
And now they score. Tommy Azariti, the sophomore, led the Friars to a freshman title. He'll be around for a while. He makes it 12-0. 26 shots. They haven't given up one in the final frame.
It's just been all Friars.
Has Shane Ryan,
6-17?
Has Shane Ryan faced a shot? Like, maybe one? Or was that all TJ Olmschneider?
I believe the 2 shots in the second were on TJ Olmschneider, so I don't believe Shane Ryan's felt the puck yet.
Maybe he made a couple passes.
There you go.
Yeah, he got a piece of that. Savalos battling for it beneath the goal line. It's another dozen-goal game for a team from Suffolk. Right now it's Aspermani cutting towards center. Shot, scores. Make that a baker's dozen. And it's really... Travis, you're the goal scorer. What do you like about that shot?
It's something I mentioned earlier on, 2 of the goals that were scored, just the changing of the angle. I think that just really plays with the goalie and makes life more difficult for the guy standing in the blue paint.
And right now, Savalos under pressure. Turnover forced, carried towards the front. Pass comes out to the point. Shot, paddled aside. Play will continue. Puck remained. And Reach now heading up ice after that Ryan save. Coming in, toe drag, shot Sorrell. It's blocked, loose, poked at. Doesn't end up on net. Joe Rocco with it and under pressure. Comes free, loose in the slot. Friars going D to D in neutral, and a lot of chances for Saugerties here. It just hasn't gone their way with some of the bounces. Shane Ryan settling it beneath the goal line. Mustangs on the forecheck. They force a turnover sent towards the slot, but play is broken up, and Mustangs take away the odd man rush. Good back check, good defense there from Scanlon. It's poked out by Haberski. Mustangs looking for a clear. Schendorf holding it in. Scanlon now in the corner. Sent to the point, comes to Aspermonte, hands off, Schendorf scores.
Friars just, like I said, Jack, trying to keep their foot on the gas here. Almost a really good chance. Graydon Jason on the other end almost had that one-timer in front. Looked like the pass might have just came through his legs. Couldn't get a clean swing on it.
And right now, Rocca moving it up the wall. Mustangs force a turnover. Heading up ice, it's Leo Daggett had a really strong game. Pass across, can't connect with Hetrix, and comes out to the point. It's held in. Ringed around the wall. Friars looking for a clear. Daggett forcing a turnover and now ends up tied up. Both teams yanking at it. Trying to pull away. It's Leo Daggett with possession on the backhand. Drops it off along the wall, trying to find the open man, and play is broken up, and Joe Rocca now has possession once again. Just want to thank everybody involved, both the Suffolk leagues and the leagues here upstate. They've done a tremendous job. Hudson Valley League, Broome County High School Hockey Association, can't say enough nice things about them. Right now, Friars with possession. Puck comes out to the point. Rocca looking for a shot. Kicked out by Graydon Jason and flipped ahead. Play is broken up before Cam Hetrix can enter. And now re-entering on the forecheck. Mustangs trying to get to work. Friars come away with it. Hetrix forcing a turnover. Artie Daggett's pass, good look, but got picked off. Gerard Nealon has it, curling away from pressure. Hetrix forcing him outside the zone. Friars will reset, 6:54 remaining, and St. Anthony's re-enters. Friars holding it in, Catazone. Taken off the puck, comes to Aspromonte, looking towards this front. Walking in, pulls up Sorrell, sends it loose. Free battling for it, Leone can't tap it home. James Aspromonte back to the point. Brody O'Doherty carrying. Drops it off, Zach Sorrell. Knocked off the puck by Barrows, shot from the point. Haberski with a nice positional stop.
Stop by Haberski there. And Ethan Bowman helped him out a little bit before that, blocking a big shot in front. Always got to give credit to the guys willing to sacrifice their bodies, get in the way of pucks.
And the face-off is won forward by the Friars. Comes around the wall at the point. Back beneath the net. Monteleone trying to escape pressure. Poked off his stick. Catalo, the fourth, recovers it. Off the wall on the cycle. Friars pushing. Comes out to the point. Now along the half wall, cutting in. Shot from Azariti. Good tie up there by Artie Daggett, and Friars have it still. Beneath the goal line, Monteleone trying to hold on to it, but good work by Fisher. Can't get the clear that time, and shot is paddled away from the net by Haberski. Azariti has it now. Circling, flips it over. Walking in, but nice poke check there. And we get a whistle. So right now it's a face-off in the far side dot. Shendorf versus Jason, and the Friar Center wins it back. They win it back too far. Jack Mancini has to regroup. Pitching it back in, comes to Scanlon. Lead pass, chance in transition. Fired across, it's deflected. Savalos resetting, moving it along. Friars looking for a clear. St. Anthony's on the attack. Shendorf cutting in, looking towards the back door. Can't find an option. Savalos' shot. Nice save by Haberski, coming all the way out of his crease to get in front of it. Squares up nicely, gets the stop.
Good challenge there from Haberski, and I like to see that aggressiveness from goalies. I like when they come out of the blue paint and take away the angle from the shooter. A really nice job there by Ryan Haberski.
Face off is one forward by the Friars. Scanlon recovers it. Moved it on for Hetrick's. Off the wall. Daggett enters, looking towards the back door. Pass deflected. Good play there by Savalos. Mustangs get it back. Leo Daggett has it. Moving it towards the point. Pass is deflected. Racing in. It's held in by Max Scanlon. Friars pitching it out of the zone. Good clear there, and then Daggett gets it from Scanlon. Tries to escape pressure. Can't maintain possession. Good work there. Jack Mancini knocked off the puck. Friars in the middle of a change trying to drive possession back towards the Mustang zone. Walking in, shot from Schendorf. Careens off the wall, and both teams battling for it. Puck comes out of the zone and comes back down to Haberski. Blue pressuring. Turnover forced. Azariti carrying towards the wall, drops it off, and a hit along the wall. Mustangs knock it free, pitch it up and out of the play. 3:17 remaining. Face-off is controlled by the Mustangs. They get a clear. O'Doherty has it. And trying to spin away from pressure. Moves it over. On ahead. Enters the zone. Monroe up ice. Wanted to connect there with Searing. Burke couldn't. And now the Friars regrouping. Aspromonte chipping it in. Comes around the cage of Haberski. On the forecheck, good puck retrieval by Azariti. Been doing that all day in the corners. Friars moving it D to D. Comes right back to the point. Shot, redirected. Haberski with the stop. Second attempt, loose in front, and it's poked out. A great defensive play for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's Ty Monroe. He's been really, really solid.
He's
on the back end for the Saugerties Mustangs here this afternoon.
And his skating is noticeable for them, too. He's a really smooth skater, great four-way mobility. But right now, Friars coming in. Does Monroe have another stop in him? Frederick with the poke check. Monroe collects. Looking to turn up ice, press pace, but Cormac Terry separates him from the puck. Gerard Nealon recovering. Gets it back to Terry, who ended up moving it along to Sorrell. Was chipped in. Monroe under pressure. Up the far side wall. Cross ice feed. Makes its way through to Searing. Burke. Toe drag. Cuts back outside. Nealon throwing the shoulder. Puck ends up going back in as I believe that was Tanner Barros. Both teams battling for it. Friars have possession. They're looking up ice. Flipped in. Gerard Nealon pulls up, threw on the brakes that time, and now looking to carry it. Reset neutral. 1:25 remaining. Friars appear poised to come away with the victory, barring a comeback in miraculous portions. Sorrell towards the front. Haberski pokes it out and comes out towards the point. Leaves the zone. Chasing after it. It's Coy Jones, and Friars re-enter. Shot on net off the bar and out of play, and 58.3 seconds remaining.
Strong performance here from the Friars. And Jack, you kind of figured that they were going to come out with a little extra energy. They're looking to bounce back after losing that Suffolk County title just a few weeks ago.
And Joe Rocket to the front, wanted Zavalos, couldn't connect. Shot towards the front was blocked. Good work by Scanlon. Mustangs looking for a clear. They won't get it. Friars forcing a turnover momentarily. It's been flipped out of the zone. 40 seconds remaining, and this is the first game, I believe, in Division 2 today.
Yes.
Of 2. And as it stands, 30 seconds remaining. Friars looking to finish this one out strong. There's already Daggett carrying it left to right. Breaking through Monteleone that time, and Fisher now recovering it. trying to lead Artie Daggett. Ends up in the corner. Jack Mancini, D to D. Catazone looking up ice, and Friars defender reverses it, hands it off. Brady Monteleone, escape turn, just going to let the clock run out here. The Friars will come away with a 14-0 victory over the Saugerties Mustangs, and while this game might be over, we're only halfway through the day. Coming up next, it's going to be Shenango Forks. They completed their three-peat of the Broome County High School Hockey Association, and they'll be taking on the Kings Park Comac Knights. Once again, final score 14-0. Jack Ziskin for Travis Quigley. We'll be right back.